Yeah, actually, that was one of the main ingredients. How did you know?
Yeah, I've heard of it. I've heard of it.
Yeah, it was
sucker.
Great. I really felt like my mental capacities were increased.
God, I hope they are.
Let's talk. All right, so breaking down the Dotes.
Let's break
I feel like it's all about the Embers game. Ember versus Storm is a pretty skill-based matchup. It used to be very Storm favored, but after the changes to Remnant, where it now costs 100 mana every level, it's not quite as powerful. And Ember has a lot more kill threat, especially when he hits level 6. The only downside to the ROOONS lineup that I'm not quite a fan of is that all their supports only offer team fight, no disable. So their rotating really requires either a split or the Ember Spirit. There's no other way for them to catch, and actually looking at the Infamous draft, all 3 of those cores are very tough to take down without catch. And they have a tiny support, which is quite nice. You know, this could be a tough game for ROOONS.
Wow, it sounds like you're starting to slide over to my side there, buddy.
Never. I have faith in my boy.
We're missing some catch here. That seems pretty darn important, but a little fight over here by those ROOONS. Tomato gonna be able to secure this one over here.
I would have really liked to see BSJ use a clap there. There's no need to run around at full mana, and if you got an opportunity, you always got to make a clap.
Did you just call Monkeys Forever BSJ?
I was testing you. I know that's Monkeys Forever.
Banana,
His real name is Aaron Clinton.
Jamma.
True. True. I will try and... I mean, he's playing under BSJ, though, because a lot of the people that aren't true believers don't really know his full name.
This is starting to sound like a cult, man.
I mean...
The cult of BSJ.
He certainly has a following.
That's true. That's
the Rocky Horror Picture Show of the Dota scene.
I don't know if I'd go that far, but yeah. Alright, so got that meta coming up. Look at all these stacks of sticky, though. That is the worst when you're trying to turn around and hit stuff.
Oh, no, BSJ. You got the last hit, though. We're good. We're good.
It's got 6 stacks of sticky on him, though. That is one oily-looking Terrorblade.
Yeah, thing is, though, he does have the big stick, so that's quite nice. Top lane, this is a tough matchup for a Brew Phoenix, because the issue with laning against the Jug is that he can spin off all of your damage in slow, and the Bane is a very strong zoner, so it's easy for him to butter up these 2 heroes, get them to a point where any spin and chase down just lands a kill easily.
Yeah, this is really nice right now, too. The Bane is, we joke it's a South American special because a lot of these position 5s will play it. It's kind of meta right now. But I remember I was watching one particular game. KZE actually was playing Bane, and he got a rampage on a position 5 Bane. So now it's actually popular.
Moose was actually, when I had my misadventure in South America for the last qualifiers, Moose was playing support as well, and I actually think that he's got a lot of potential. He's got one of the best attitudes I've seen in South America.
Brian Banana Slamma Jamma. These body blocks coming out here from Schofield. I don't know there, my friend. I believe that's what we call first blood.
Uh-oh. They get second blood up top as well.
That Jubei gets down in Monkeys, and they do get the kill onto Whisper. I believe that was a lot of tower shots coming through there, too.
Yeah. BSJ also not farming very well. This is quite bad for your TB. You know what I'm actually realizing is I feel like they might have wanted to put the Brew in the lane against the Bad. It's a tough matchup for him, and man, it's just a tough game, really. It is a tough game. I think in reality, if they put Brew mid, or even TB mid, because Storm isn't really the greatest laner against a TB, the Ember is the one who should be laning against the Bat. But, alas. This is like the only way Bat Rider really gets a game nowadays, is if you're in a lane that you can dominate and pressure at all times.
And it's definitely not a comfortable lane here for the Terrorblade. We just see all these stacks of stick. He does have, you know, that stick like we talked about, but... What can, you know, you've got Jubei on this Undying, and Undying's a great hero, but he's got no way to save him.
No, exactly.
That's the issue.
The way to play against Bad is you got to be aggressive when you have low stacks. Like right here, if you start running like this with no stacks on you, you're already feeling bad. And now it's like you just end up running back and forth in the lane. You need to have no stacks and trade a little bit. Otherwise, you get to a position like he is now where he's just dead if he gets Fireflied on top of.
Yeah, we saw that happen earlier for sure. Top lane, Icarus comes out, moves, and for some trouble here, he's gonna try to run himself away. Monkey's hot on pursuit, almost has enough, should be ticking down to damage. Boris will get a kill, but Boris will also pay for this with his life. It's a bit of a trade in this top lane.
Mid's even, tops. I mean, all the lanes are pretty even. The concern is just about the win conditions. For Infamous, like we saw yesterday, Storm is a... BSJ.
Yeah, look at that 5 stacks of sticky. Up to 6 and a little bit more. See you later, Brian.
And that's the concern. Where? Oh no, not again.
Yep, this is not looking great here for Jubei. This lane is just a disaster, Kyle. What do they do? Do they have to rotate someone, or?
Who? That's the concern, because you have supports that don't find kills, and that's the big issue with the ROOONS lineup. They're reliant on winning lanes, but Infamous has drafted counters in both side lanes. So what do you really do when you feel this pressure?
Pray? Oh, monkeys. He's trying to run, but you can't run from the spin here. Tomato gonna go hide himself over to the trees. They get that Icarus dive off. Doesn't quite have that TP up yet. He's gonna actually get taken down, so maybe not worth it for that one.
He bought before he died, though, so that's quite nice. I'd say it's worth. Anytime you can buy first, it's gonna be fine. And yeah, anyway, so BSJ, we saw the Storm yesterday. He hits level 25, and all of a sudden it feels like he can't win the game. This is gonna be even worse for ROOONS because they have Ember, and that is it. Terrorblade needs to come online, get like that second, third item, get an Aegis, shove down lanes, get towers, etc. He is all their tower damage, and his game is miserable. Like, this is worse than... I'm trying to think of a very sad movie. You ever watch the end of Old Yeller?
I mean, who hasn't?
I cried so many tears.
I don't think many people, though, at this point have seen Old Yeller.
Old Yeller...
If they agree with the Fireflies, the Weebs will get it. Oh, BSJ, not again, not like this. Avalanche comes out. Should be able to walk away, though. It's very close to that tower. The Phoenix making rotation. Schofield taking a bit of damage here. It's got a lot of stacks to see. I don't think you go back into that.
You don't know my boy BSJ.
I don't.
No fear.
Clearly. Top lane again. There's a spin coming out over onto Monkeys. This is just a very difficult game for this Brewmaster. Couple more hits, cancels out the salve. Just trying to get himself further and deeper into these woods. Hopefully they don't find him, but they will eventually find him over here in the corner. Get a couple misses coming out at least. But I was waiting for Miz. I was like, is Miz gonna take that last hit? Sure he is.
This is not the game you like to see from BSJ. This is the thing about BSJ as a player. He is a very streaky guy. When he's feeling himself and he's confident, nothing can stop him. He's all the way up.
Schofield, my man, maybe a little too greedy here. Nice play break, pushing back, but they will be able to get a slight with the rotation coming out from Annihilate.
Yeah, and that's what we're going to need to see a lot more of. Annihilate has got to go off this game. He needs to rotate and find kills, mostly on this bottom lane, but I'd like to see him try and kill this Jug at some point as well.
Does that become an issue that you're allowing the Storm to free farm while Annihilate moves around the map?
Yes and no. Storm is just jungling already because he knows he feels way too much pressure in the mid lane at the moment. BSJ, no. Not like this.
Oh, they're still chasing after Jubei here. Schofield, the body blocks come out. Look at all that Firefly. We've only got 2 stacks of Sticky, 3 coming up. Can we get a 4th here? Do we even need a 4th? Oh, he's actually still alive. But end of the day, Whisper, the Bolivian legend over here.
Yeah. Whisper's really impressed. I was talking with Fogg yesterday. We do believe Whisper is an excellent player. He certainly has potential, and there's a lot, you know, it's frustrating because there's so much raw talent in the South American scene, but there's no real support structure. Yeah, there's no support structure, and a lot of these guys, you know, they bounce from team to team because there's no incentive to stay together. People are jumping ship after like 2-3 weeks, but these Infamous guys, man, they've looked pretty good in some of their games.
It's been tough, yeah. There's definitely certain stacks in South America, like Gorilla's Pride, where they change their roster every single time that they play a qualifier. Oh boy.
I mean, think about it. They beat Team Lithium, who, as I recall, knocked Liquid out of the major qualifiers. Obviously, they were using Mage instead of Dendi, but still.
Oh boy, Schofield is on fire, not in the good way, but we'll get turned around here. Whisper, we'll buy him some more time. That
was not the move from Annihilate. That was gonna get
they have the lasso. This is one cooked turkey here, I think. Yeah, Toss comes out. He just maybe more damage. Schofield actually burning. Can they get that hit? There it is, and Schofield just gonna roll on out.
This is nice. See, they just need BSJ to find some space. And I like that he's gone for the build I've seen popularized by Skemberlu as well. The double Wraith Band after boots, maxing Illusion. I like this. Farm. Just continue shoving mid lane. Try and just farm woods. I've seen a lot of players on TB just rotate woods at level 4. I just want to make sure BSJ stays calm. He's still fine in this game. Just recover. Don't stress. Get yourself back in this.
It's got to be tough, right? Because ROOONS has had, unfortunately, a not so great showing at this particular minor. So I'm sure they're feeling the pressure, but, you know, maybe they stay really cool, You know, anything can happen. Everybody loves an underdog story.
I like this move from Moose as well, the smoke ward play. You get these nice deep wards off, and it's the perfect locations. It's all about where is this Terrorblade, hunting him and trying to kill him. He's going to approach level 6 quite soon. He's probably going to place a nice ward behind this mid tower. Excellent job. All these wards will be undetected.
Seeing that farming life over here at those camps as well. This is tough because you need farm on BSJ. You need farm on Monkeys. You need to just, you know, have these rotations coming out from the Ember as well, but he also needs farm. So all their resources, it feels, are being cut off because laning is very difficult. Annihilate doing a pretty decent job down here. Does have, you know, his level 9 at least, but it's still very tough.
If he had...
Moose finds Annihilate. I don't think he has another.
He's fine. He's super cool, and now they know there's a ward there, so that was a cool play from Annihilate. He could have actually died had he caught that lasso. He had way too many stacks. He should not have turned around for that one auto attack, but alas. I like that they recognize the situation here. You need to put the Ember against the bat lane because no one else can be there, but the problem is they can't help out the Brew, and there's no hero that can go top against the Jug. That they picked TB into, but they aren't laning against him, and that's going to be a big concern here for ROOONS. All 3 cores for Infamous, the top of the net worth chart, 4K in the lead.
The thing I'm worried about is, as much as I love Infamous, they have this tendency to have a really great showing during laning. They're pretty strong towards the mid-game, but then somehow they usually fall off. Like, they start to lose their sight on the actual objective, and we see them start to get a little bit slower, start to farm up too much. That's my only concern. Now, if they do that, we're going to see the Terrorblade start to pick up steam, right? So then, got to see them keep that pedal to the metal here. Make sure that they're taking advantage of their advantage, literally, you know. But
what? Can we click on the Ember Spear real fast? I thought I saw you had 2 points in Slight. Why does he have 2 points in Slight, Moxie?
Maybe he wants to be a new trendsetter. Maybe he's misclicked.
I feel like trend setting is cool and all, and I'm all about the next wave of punk fashion, but if you see a player like Ana dominate a TI utilizing effectively the same skill and item build, don't you think if you're going to copy most of it, you should just copy all of it?
Well, maybe he's tried this out. Maybe he knows something you don't, Kyle.
That's true. A lot of people know things I don't.
There you go. Like how Infamous is going to win this?
It's not over till it's over, Moxie.
It's not over till it's over.
Have faith.
For sure. I do have faith. I have faith in my boys. You seem to be losing some faith in yours, though.
There's some questionable maneuvers.
Oh, man.
Yeah, that flame break literally just popped the entire flame guard. That is crazy amounts of damage. And now there's three heroes from ROOONS here, and they're behind the tower. That was a defensive remnant just placed. I mean, the downside of the Phoenix in a lot of ways is that until you're level 6, you just don't have much of an impact. My God, that Storm is farmed. Man.
Pete about to go off.
There's a lot of farm on these Infamous heroes. ROOONS is going to need to make something happen, but their issue is they can't. They just don't have the heroes. The only one that can really make plays is the Ember, and he's hiding behind tower.
We do have the silver lining. We have that. Oh, no. As I say that, we have the blink that just got picked up over here onto Monkeys. Should be able to turn around. They'll take down this Bat Rider. Egg will pop, but they've got themselves Whisper and...
BSJ.
Moose. Throws down the ward. Has the Fiend's grip. In comes our Storm. And Whisper is a cool guy who doesn't look at explosions, just leaves the game and says, yeah, this is in the bag. Whisper PC turned off. What? That is a sad truth about it. They just can't handle the Bolivian legend.
This is an interesting place to be if you're BSJ. And you can see them laughing already. It's just, like, you can see his face. He's contemplating his own mortality at the moment. Thinking to himself, what does it all mean? What am I doing here? Should I be farming in this location? What would my stream think if I was live? Do the viewers at home understand me?
That is a very pensive man. Very pensive man.
It is an interesting day to spend in the life of BSJ.
The Tomato over here, though, is looking cool, calm, collected. He's got himself a Monster Energy right there.
Nice,
that is the winning beverage.
Shout out to CCNC, who I'm sure is in Twitch chat as we speak.
Looking forward to seeing you on Pain X over at that major. Pepito rocking that hairstyle over down there. You know, look at these boys.
Man, Pepita is a good-looking man.
You tap that?
That is inappropriate, Moxie.
You brought it up, dude.
I mean, he's one of the few South American players, like, he put this team together. He messaged me and a lot of other Westerners about playing in South America, for advice, for just anything. He just wants to get good. And there's a lot of players in all regions, but especially South America, that they're just playing, like, for the fame, for the memes. They don't really recognize the great opportunity you have as someone talented at Dota 2, and Pepita wants to capture that and, like, make this a career, and I respect him for that.
Yeah, that guy is a legend. He's been around forever. He's Argentinian, I believe, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so, I mean, I've got that Peruvian flag that I put up for Infamous because Infamous, I believe, is a Peruvian organization. But, you know, we've got a mix of different South Americans here, and I like it. I like to see everybody coming together.
Argentina has a lovely culture. I've met a few, like, in my travels that just have this awesome appreciation for life and opportunity. And as we were talking,
Cool guys don't look at explosions, like we said. And they do get a kill, though, over onto Schofield in the bottom lane. So they do take out that off lane. They use the split and the egg on that, though.
Yeah, I think you're okay with this. I mean, it's not an ideal situation if you're ROOONS. The storm is becoming a problem, as is the jug.
No, they spotted someone. They spotted the Phoenix. They know that he doesn't have the egg. Still going to zip forward. Can run, but you can't hide.
That's an Arcane Rune Kaya Storm. That is ridiculous mana efficiency. I love this decision from the Batrider. He looks to be skipping the Blink Dagger, just going for more stat items. I think that's the move here. Yules is an incredible item in a game like this because you're playing against an Ember. You can purge the shield, TB to set up for a kill before the Sunder. It's just nice to have these utility items, and I do feel like this is a better way to play Bat. We saw Zai do something similar to this. Blink is such an expensive item and provides absolutely no stats. When you're this single target hero, you can't go all in on this one hero pickoff. Become more of a team fighter. Have that utility. Well done, Whisper.
He's making his mark. Definitely a very you know, we talked about gems, people to keep your eyes on. That's definitely a player I would say that you should be watching out for. Moves, finds himself a friend. Takes, oh no, it doesn't. Juve still alive here. Looks like Schofield is gonna fall, and they're gonna get the kill and move. So they quickly turned that around. Very nicely done by ROOONS.
And that is the team fight strength of ROOONS there. As you can see, the tomb goes down, the meta's popped. They don't have the egg or the split, but it doesn't matter. However,
Pepita, my man, denies that tower.
That is huge because, as we know, after the change, denied towers give absolutely no gold and experience.
And we actually take the tower down here in the bottom as well. 100 gold going to the side of Infamous and 0 the side of ROOONS.
The downside of the draft, though, as you can see, Monkeys went for this Blink first build, right? So yeah, he has that initiation power, but his net worth is dropping. The Batrider went for these scaling regen items. He can pretty much farm, Flame Break, and Firefly off cooldown and continue to scale. So even though they get the tower, though it was denied, like they've lost gold. They were 4K down, and it was 7 now, and it's going to get worse because only the TB and Ember really shove lanes, whereas Infamous, you've got 4 heroes that can all do it pretty easily. And that's going to be a Battle Fury jug soon.
He's already got the Battle Fury.
That's very concerning for ROOONS. A nice Ancient stack too. Tasty.
Yeah, life's feeling pretty good if you're a tomato.
Yules on the Storm as well. Again, just more anti-Ember items. You remove yourself from the Searing Chains. And how do you kill Storm, actually, in this game now? Like, it's not possible.
That's what the panel was concerned about. They said there wasn't much catch for Pepita.
And Annihilate has not played this game in the proper manner either. He has just not been involved in nearly enough action. He needed to be controlling runes, rotating. He has 2 points in Searing Chains.
Drums get popped over here, and Pepita has decided, I don't really want to be here right now. We're just going to allow them to take the bottom tower, maybe. Like you can see, we've got some movement down there coming out from the creep wave, and Boris is actually going to get slain. There's just nothing to stop the storm. We don't have it.
I don't know. It feels like a lot of the games I've seen ROOONS play where their lineup has some potential, but they just don't do anything. There's been one move made with this push on the mid tower. They get a couple kills gifted to them, and then it gets denied. And I just, like, Annihilate's going to TP bottom, but he's the active hero. He's the only threat, and you've now removed him from the map and placed him in the least valuable part of the map, your own safe lane tier 2. Whereas top, like, now what does Monkeys do? He's got a blink and a split. He wants to use it. He invested in this blink to get fights started. They have egg. They want to battle. There is a remnant here, so he can come back.
Monkeys could use some friends. Top lane split gets used. Looks like that Rider gonna be taken out. Does have that Tornado turn around, and that's a dead Whisper. But that's also an egg and a split that they committed for that.
True.
Now they're not gonna have it.
Yeah, but I don't mind it in the sense that they did something, and now they get a free tier 1. They still have the meta. I would have really preferred them to save the egg if possible. If Ember is there, they can. But now they're in a position where, do you really feel confident looking to push tier 2 and take a possible team fight?
I don't know, they're moving that way, and Pepita's going to be able to take that tier 2. Nightmare comes out, Moose getting slowly chipped down by that meta, will get taken down.
All right.
Got that tombstone, so yeah, I'd say they're feeling pretty nice. Pepita took that bottom tower, and is going to find himself this Ember. I Annihilate, he can't do anything about this except zip out. Oh, and he still wants it. Sunray comes out.
This is a huge kill.
He doesn't have much mana right now. They're still searching. Icarus Dive will reveal where Pepita is. He's dead.
BSJ! Dominating this Dota game. Making it look easy. Climbing the ranks.
There.
He was 7th in net worth, climbing all the way up to 3rd. The unfortunate side effect of these movements is, have you seen the Jug? I haven't seen the Jug. Why? Because he's just farming, has the Battle Fury, has the Yasha, running between ancient camps all willy-nilly, taking mid waves when acceptable as well. Tomato is huge.
Huge. Absolutely.
Already above near 600 GPM. What a player.
Well, when you've got that kind of a space, especially coming out from Whisper and Pepita, you're able to take advantage of this, and he can play a little greedy here with that farming. Would like to see him be active, though. I think that's pretty important. Schofield gets jumped on. Clap comes out from Monkeys. They'll get the reflection. Sunray. But it takes so many people now, like, because they're rolling together. I don't know.
Yeah, the Jug, I mean, you can see the advantage for Infamous just keeps going up. Even though they're losing towers, heroes, it really doesn't matter because Tomato is able to output so much pressure just by farming the map. So he's going to accelerate. As soon as he has that Manta, you're going to have 3 cores on the side of Infamous that can all remove Searing Chains. And that means there's just no stuns left. And I don't know what to do if I'm Team ROOONS to ensure I have enough lockdown. This is the downside of opening with something like Phoenix Brew. You need now 2 heroes with strong lockdown to have a proper engagement, and they only got the 1.
Yeah, it's just way too light on the lockdown, because you can just run away from that egg, just run at you as well. It's a problem.
And this is also the sort of game Tomato excels in. Storm?
He doesn't care. Vortex gonna give him a couple taps here. Annihilate. Walks away, follow the Schofield. If he had landed that avalanche, oh baby.
Yep. Tomato's big flaw as a player is that he farms way too much. He gets ahead, like we saw in that game he played Morphling against Complexity, and then just doesn't use his net worth effectively to help his team. On a hero like Jug in this game, though, because he is such a strong carry and so far ahead of the TB, you aren't really pressured to do anything but farm. It's not a game like it was when you played the Wisp Gyro of Cole that will eventually come online and cause you problems. You're going to be the strongest hero on map until TB recovers, which he's still very far from being able to do.
It's working on it, but not quite there yet. Still looking for some more farm, but we've got all 3 cores on the side of Infamous, top of the net worth. Terribly, not too far behind, of course, but doesn't feel good if you're that Ember Spirit right now either.
I don't think anyone on ROOONS feels super good right now, though. I mean, just looking at where they position, it's rough. You've got Undying Brew top, but the problem with these heroes is they only force fights. They can't actually make moves. Another Arcane Root.
Oh, they get the... Oh, no.
Let the fun begin.
Oh,
Mid lane.
boy.
BSJ.
Oh, yeah, they TP in the Undying. They've got the Tombstone. Phoenix gets that Icarus dive off.
But there's no catch. There is none.
Where's the catch? Although Whisper, he was looking for something. Will get taken out. Rest of the team Delta split, though. They were out of there in a hot second.
Yeah, as soon as the tomb or the egg goes down.
Oh boy. Schofield, with the help of Pepita, they're going to get themselves a Brewmaster who already used his split. Just like that. Schofield, and they've got that Searing Chains though. Schofield in for some trouble.
BSJ on the mega kill streak. Somebody's
got to be
man.
on the mega kill streak on this. Oh, the Nightmare from Moose. Sunray, doesn't matter, he's got the Brain Sap. Well, your boy's moving up in that net worth.
But look at Tomato. 5,000 ahead of a Terrorblade. He's just having a free game. You can see he's literally just running in circles. You can see him, someone's drawing a circle around the ancient camps. Because that's where he's going to be level 18 now. That's that maxed out ultimate. He's going to go purchase the Eagle Song.
Yeah, he's got to be feeling really, really confident at this point. Meanwhile, BSJ, he's got one of those ultimate orbs, but still a long way off from where he wants to be. Well, in comparison to Tomato, obviously.
Bloodstone going to be finished on the Storm pretty soon. Then he's going to go for the Ags. What a cool item.
Yeah, it's almost like it's a game-winning item.
They don't have any real AoE to follow up on, but I think they just want the lockdown. And man, look at what happened to Annihilate in this game? Has he died? Like, he's got one death, but I almost feel like that's too few. Because if you're this far behind, where were you pushing the envelope, you know? Like, where's the pressure? And this is a big concern I have with a lot of the ways people play in NA Dota. It's just so conservative without nearly enough emphasis on taking the hard lane and applying pressure.
Well,
Take the extra creep.
This is going to be incredible because you're going to be able to get that Aegis on Storm, one of the best Aegis carriers. It's got that fresh Bloodstone, I believe. Toss comes out. He almost got the split off. He's not going to be able to do it in time. Eels comes out here. That was a fast engage. They finish up the Roche, and immediately Pepita sees that opening, jumps on in. Bloodstone charge acquired. Slight comes out from Annihilate, but doesn't do a whole heck of a lot. There's the jump for Fiend's Grip comes out. This Ember Annihilate is going to get annihilated. BSJ TPing back. What is we have meta up in about 3. But again, you've got Storm with an Aegis. He's just going to zip in, zip out, and they don't have any lockdown.
It's a sad game for fans of ROOONS, fans of BSJ, and NA Dota.
A dark day for NA Dota. Well, it's only one game. It's one game.
And I'm sure Twitch chat has a lot of ideas on how they would fix this ROOONS lineup. I think that they still have potential, but if I were to tell Jubei one thing, and those of you, get your Twitter fingers ready, please someone tell this man to pick some stuns. You gotta pick stuns to win Dota. A mantra I've always repeated is that every player, no matter if he's Miracle, Matumba Man, or Moxie, you're all equal when you're stunned. You literally can't do anything.
Stunned or rooted. Who knows? Maybe they can turn this around.
Yeah, maybe now that Ariana Grande is single, she'll give me a call and we can go out on a lovely date.
Hope. Hold on to that hope.
Yeah.
She has the voice of an angel. That girl, for sure. You should tweet her.
Hey.
Who knows?
You got you'll have to judge, okay? I got 2 go-to date ideas. Well, 3, right?
All right. Let's hear 'em.
Number 1 is just I cook dinner.
Okay.
The same meal every time.
The same meal every time?
Well, it's the only one I can make real well.
Okay.
Second, ice skating. Or roller rinking, like roller skating.
Okay.
Really fun. Disco nights, Thursday, be there. Third, go to an arcade.
I'll go to
Show them your skee ball skills. If nothing...
And win a prize. You got to win her a prize,
of course,
right?
Of course. Mm-hmm. You know what's crazy about carnivals is that it's actually much easier to win. They don't rig it until later in the day. Uh-oh.
Yeah, look at that. The Yules comes out. He's got to be able to get out. Yeah. But that's very scary when Pepita just holds you in his arms like that.
Yes, definitely. Yeah, so carnivals, they make it really easy at the start of the day so that you're free advertisement. You prove that someone can win the big prize and you walk around all day with it.
All right, yeah.
At the end of the night, it's all for the rubes. Everybody loses.
So you're going to do a day date?
No, that's pretty scary. I don't really have the best, facial features. So the darker, the better, really.
Oh. DreamLeague.
Yep.
This is a minor, guy.
That's what Mom always told me. The best light for you, son, is no light at all.
I doubt that. Your mother's a peach.
She didn't actually say that. She's lovely.
Carol is a lovely woman. I've talked to her on Twitter. Shout out to Mama Friedman. All right, there it is. Can they get the avalanche off in time? No, they can't,
Close.
but they definitely scared the bejeebus out of
Yep.
them.
I just point to this Whisper item build. I love it. He's got so much utility. Yules, drums, force, pipe. All of those items are incredibly valuable for his team, and in a game like this, like, pipe just removes the Ember Spirit and Phoenix damage. Oh, what is this? He's glimmered? That's the tiny. He's gonna be fine.
He's gonna be out. Yeah, that is. Ooh, monkeys.
If he had a blink there, wouldn't have won.
Monkeys, baby. What you doing?
He's trying to make things. You feel pressured. There's another.
No,
Oh my God! It's like the 5th arcane rune for this guy.
He's got his blood, not his blood, sorry, his orchid picked up
Oh
now
my-
too. And they know that splits down. This is the moment to strike.
And there's no Yules on Ember. There's no method of cleansing this orchid on any player on runes, with the exception of the Manta TB. But
Yeah, Schofield, he's looking. Pepita just zips right on in. They'll follow up with an avalanche vortex. The orchid gets used. A little bit more damage, and there it is. Pepita's dominating. He did have a warning. You can definitely see him making his way over there, but not enough.
I'm like, I don't know how I Annihilate doesn't have any more farm. Like this is mind bottling right now. My mind is actually a ship in a bottle. I don't know how it got there, just like I don't know how his net worth got to this low.
Chill, baby, chill. Leave poor Annihilate alone. He's trying the best he can. Oh, Pepita, that is not who you really wanted, but, you know, you got an Aegis. Might as well, if you got it, flaunt it, right?
Ain't that the truth?
There it goes. All right, so no more Aegis. BKB picked up on Brian Banana Slamajama, though. Oh, zip forward. Just gotta be careful here, Storm. You don't have an Aegis anymore.
There's no threat though. They can't kill Storm.
Yeah, Tomato just at work over there on those racks. They just walk away.
Yep. They know there's meta popped, so just go kill a shrine real quick,
Yeah.
come back when meta's down, rinse, repeat.
We said come back when meta's down, Tomato. But, yeah.
But how do you catch him? He can spin, flutter away, and you've got a hasted BKB target on the retreat, and there's nothing you can do. You have a Phoenix, a Brew, and an Undying. All these heroes can do is watch.
Yeah, Tomato's a beautiful butterfly right now, emerged from his cocoon. And a sheep stick gets picked up on Phoenix. So there is some control, but you know what you don't have? An Eye Annihilate.
Who?
Yep, bite the
Boris.
dust. Chill. Yeah, Boris is going to get slaughtered over here. There's going to be, oh, they slide right on through that omelet set. Nice thunder coming through. Have the BKB. DSJ is going to try to run. I Annihilate now in for some trouble. He fought back. He cannot afford to die here, Kyle. He is out of here. They do find someone over here in the corner. Looks like Moose might be in for some trouble. He's got the brain sap, though. Oh, dear Lord. You are in the woods with some very unfriendly people. That is 4 down. Only Terrorblade is alive. What do you do?
If I were okay, man, I don't know what you do, but games like this make me think about Vontae Davis.
They're going for the end. Oh, the jump forward coming up from Peta. Oh, that's a dead Terrorblade.
So Vontae Davis was a player for the Buffalo Bills, and you know what he did,
Leg.
Moxie?
What did he do, Kyle?
He realized that the season, they were 0-4. Dismal performance, down 21-0 or some such at halftime. And he said, folks, I'm retiring. I'm out. I can't do it. The end. And